Wednesday and the Easter almost weekend. Awesome. Cool things. Spending some time with family, I guess. I'm not gonna do that this year. My family is going away. I'm staying behind. I need to do some things for myself and business-wise. So far, I'm gonna stay here and chill and trade maybe as well on the side. Let's see how the volatility is gonna be on that one. And of course, like always, if this is not the one, there is another one. We have Paul speaking today, so I guess there's gonna be some volatility in it. We saw it already from the New York Open, and let's see if we're gonna carry on that one, and if there is gonna be any changes soon or later. I hope so, because that gets a little bit boring doing one thing over and over. But anyway, let's have a look what Bitcoin's doing. I will go buy some tickers as well sooner or later, because I need to check something on my phone. Yeah, I need to go buy some tickers just because my students asked me about it. And yeah, it's gonna be, I think, a short one, because in 1 hour, like I said, we have Paul speaking. I think so, in 1 hour, I guess, or something. I don't know. People might watch that one or listen to him. Who cares? I don't know. So yeah, going by. I don't think I need to go by monthly, weekly, because it's not much change yet on it. So next Sunday, and that's the thing as well. Next Sunday, it's gonna be end of Sunday, actually. Monday, it's gonna be weekly open, but TradFi it's not opening, I guess, because it's a holiday as well in US on Monday. Holiday day, I'm not sure if anyone can correct me on that one. Over here it is. I'm not sure if it's in US as well. So if so, keep in mind that it's going to be a long weekend. So Thursday the market close, and I guess it's on Monday open or on Tuesday. I am not sure. I need to check that, double check. But anyway, keep in mind that it's a longer weekend. So there is some things that might change, and some things I might be a little bit quiet for a while. So take your time, touch some grass, and spend some time with family. That's the best part of it, what I would say. Anyway, weekly. Monthly, it's no point to do anything on it, but weekly, like, I mean, who cares about that line? But I saw everybody's using it on fucking X, so let's see how that plays out. Yeah, we went outside of it. Did we break it? Not yet. Did we gain it? Not yet. Did we retest it? Not yet. So not clear. Let's see how that week gonna close, how we're gonna manage that eventually, and then and only then we can tell if we have a continuation to the downside, or we finally gonna break out of this whole down trend, right? That's the whole thing about weekly. Let's not go too deep in that one, because we spent already way too much time on it. Daily, yeah, we kind of hovering over the structure what we created on the downside. So let's see if we're gonna hold it, if we're gonna have that as a support. If so not, then we might go back, and even we have still two kind of big levels that I'm looking at it, and it's 79.5 and 76.5. So those are still need to be tested, or in any case gained, and have a bounce from it for the continuation. But that's for later. Now, the most obvious one and the key of the keys is the 4-hour chart. That's what we're gonna talk about it. Because there's still some possibilities on the table. Hopefully, there's gonna be some changes as well. If so not, we know what's gonna be then happening eventually. So far, what did we do? Yes, we had a quite nice push up. If it's a perfect one, no, by any means. This was way too fucking structured and way too hold it on the both side. Anyway, up is up. Still, we continue if we're gonna continue carry on from this point of view. So far, what did we do? Did we broke anything? No, by all means, no, we didn't. We didn't break that one. Why is this in purple? By the way, we didn't broke any structure on for our time frame yet. We've been close to it, but we didn't gain it, or we didn't broke it anything. So far, what we do is we trade in the uptrend from the 4-hour move. move. And now, and that's a little bit wishy-washy way what I'm looking at, because still and only still I want to see 86 be gained, 86.8 gained and carry on, and by that means I mean do something like this, go to finally the 91 pocket for people already struggling so long for it, gain that, and then we're gonna have any pullback on it, and we will have a continuation. Why? Because we broke the whole structure for the first time since January 20 something, I guess, from the beginning of January, I guess. I don't know, remember anymore. That trend will never broke yet, and now we might have a chance if we continue. If so not, there is some potential difference in it. So yeah, 86.9 is the thing what I am looking at. Right now, what did we do? We had the whole upside movement, right? And now we stopped kind of Asian, we're grinding to the side, ranging eventually, right? It's all fine till we're not gonna lose major levels. That means is the 83, and if we stay in the 85. I mean, if this is gonna be the range, that's all fine. Why? Because we form liquidity from all on both sides, right? And then we gain one and take another one. That's all what we want to see. It's form liquidity, because we technically took almost everything over here. There isn't much left. There is a, I will show you later on, there is a dead zone in the liquidity, and this is like pocket what we kind of aim for it. I mean, we took it a little bit by underneath side, but still kind of a little bit left. And that's all. There is nothing else that there is over there. We start to filling that gap with the move up. And if we're going to continue that, we're going to fill more of it. And then we have a free way to go finally to the 90K. What we all fucking want to see happening, right? Because what we're going to do then, if we're going to go to 90K, we break the whole structure. Because we're going to have any close above it. And then we have just a one pullback. And we continue finally. So then the bottom is in. But only then. Right now, you cannot even mention that if the bottom is in or not, because we still don't know. We didn't break anything to the upside. But what's a little bit not worries me, but we broke for our structure to the downside. What you get now, it's a bearish backtest of your previous swing. So this is your previous swing. We bearish backtest it right now. And we could have this continuation to the downside from it, right? Because it is a perfect swing failing and a short position, a quite heavy and big one and aggressive, and how you want to call it, whatever it is. Just because we don't break about this level, we broke the downside to it, we broke the structure. This was the previous structure, we broke it to the downside. We're coming up right now, retesting the whole swing. If we start failing it, then there is a continuation to the downside. If so not, go higher, close anything above, come back, and what do? We start ranging to the upside, right? I hope that makes sense, but that's the whole situation we are right now in. Kind of in the range. Hello, evening, good sir. Kind of in the range, and let's see how we're gonna continue right now, because 4 hour opened, so we still have room to go higher. If so not, we continue in a range. If so not in the range, then we fail it and we go lower. And lower by that means what I'm looking at is still, like I said, 78.7. And then the next level is, of course, the double bottom what we created. It's been actually a long time for Bitcoin to create double bottom, but anyway, 74.99. Those two levels, you want to see any hold, any gain. I mean, something like this for the continuation. If so not, there is another one. If so not, you go lower. If by means we lose 74, then 73.7 is not going to hold us, I guess, because then we seriously go lower to the 65 what we've been mentioning for so long already. Right? Makes sense? I hope so. It makes sense, because this is the only thing what you should look at it and should pay attention. There is no need to think about the 100K, the 120K or whatever, just before we're gonna do any significant moves on Bitcoin. And by that means we need to gain. So when you're gonna hear anything from us talking about significant move to gain, that means what's the first thing what you need to gain on the most significant time frame? It's 4 hour. It's this. You need to gain that. By gaining means you need to close any 4 hour or higher time frame on it above that level. Doing that means we change the structure. We broke this structure to the upside. We're changing it, and now we can talk about the bottom, making a new higher low from it, coming back, always have a pullback, and then you have a continuation, right? So far, we are stopped going aggressively to the upside. We are sideways moving, and now we need to see what we're gonna do in this range. So ranges are really perfect to play. It's like the most money makers ever. Are boring a little bit, but they are really fucking awesome because you can short this, you can long this, short this, long this, and till it break out. And one of them is gonna break out. That one is carry on. The rest gets stopped out in a profit, and happy days. There's nothing else to add to it. So the most interesting are the swings, like always, right? So this is your previous swing, what you need to see hold or bounce from it back. So that means we bearish backtest it, right? If you come back to it, we bearish backtest it, and then we continue in somehow of way. Then your low, what's your low swing? That's what's your previous swing, and this is your swing. You need to see if you need to hold on it, and you trade in between. This is your priority right now. This is your priority. Going above this or below this, then you change your priorities and you follow the price action. That's all what you do. To the next level, what you point out is this or the one above you. That's always should be your priority, the local price action. We do not, seriously, if someone's gonna come to me and ask me about like, yeah, what we're gonna do over when we reach 100K, I don't give a shit right now, because that doesn't make me money right now thinking about 100K or about 120K. What makes me money is the local price action right now, and how I'm using that into trading or in advance, that I'm gonna make money from it right now. And then I'm gonna think like, okay, if that's what I'm setting in right now, does that takes me to 100K or to 60K? Yes or no? And that all depends. That all depends how we're gonna break the structure and how aggressively we're gonna do things. Right now, we are ranging, right? So what's the next question? What's this? Okay, where can we break out from? Then it's this the level, and it's this the level. What's the next level what we go to? It's the 86.9 that we need to hold or gain, hopefully, to change anything to the upside, right? But what happens if you go lower? You lose 83, easy as that, then that's the next level. That's your previous swing. From that low, this is your previous swing. This swing took you to 85, right? So this is now important. Hold that, you carry on. But if we lose that, what happened? Okay, then you have the whole structure already down. Then this is your latest swing, what you need to hold on it. That's all. And this is all what you need to know, and trade that. Does that make sense, guys? What I'm saying? I hope so. It's been already so many times I say that. You dreamed it already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel like in the army or something. Yes, sir. Awesome. Awesome. But that's the whole idea about the swing trading and how important it is. It's a basic of the basics. Nothing else matters. Claiming 83.9. 83.9. Wait, 83.9. 83.9 on 4 hour and retest higher low can break the structure? What do you mean by... Wait, claiming 83.9, you mean this price action? And retest higher low. This? Can break the structure? I don't know if that can. So, Prabhu, the way how you think it's reclaimed already, that means. It doesn't matter. I mean, yes, it's matter that it reclaimed, just it goes higher, yes, but this, right? This doesn't say anything if we're gonna break out from here. You guys need to understand one thing. Structure-wise, you need to go step by step. So what you're saying, yes, it's good, it's fine, it's right, because we, okay, first thing first, we didn't reclaim, we just continue. There was the continuation of the move, right? So we retest this swing, so we don't need to come back to it right now. So we go higher, but then this doesn't mean that we will go over here yet. What does that mean is doing this stuff. By that I mean you have a new high, higher high, you come back, higher low, and you have a continuation. Because then you change the whole structure again to the upside. That's what is changing. This doesn't say anything yet, because this, fucking hell, this move, right? It's exactly the same move as this one over here. Right? It's still, we hold this structure. It's a bottom, double bottom, if you can call that, right? We hold this and we continue. So yes, we have the aggressive move to the upside, but what did we do? Did we broke anything? Did we broke this? No, not yet. And only then when we're gonna do this, go higher in any kind of case, right? You close anything above this, then yes, we broke the structure, but then and only then, the next step what you need to do and know what's gonna happen, it's gonna be this, your confirmation. Creating a higher low. You have a pullback, create a higher low from this swing, so that's gonna be your low, your bottom, this your higher low, and then and only then you have a continuation. And then you broke the whole structure to the upside and changed the whole character on it for the first times in January. This move, that's what you only need. You need to break out from this in any kind of formal case. Does that make sense? Because still, this can change, right? We still can do even this, like, it doesn't matter. We still can do even higher like that, even coming close to it, but not closing above it and go lower. It's still possible. Why? Because they like to trap people into it, in the thinking like they need to go higher, but they will get against you. So there's always, from support you go to resistance, from resistance you go to support, right? What you do on support, you long it. What you do in the resistance, you try to short it. You never do it otherwise. Why? Because you're gonna wreck yourself, right? So are you longing this? Or are you gonna long this? Right? There's quite a difference into it. Okay? I hope that makes sense a little bit. So let's see the swing levels, right? Yeah, I didn't plot those ones yet. I'm had a big busy week and I didn't spend so much time on charts yet. Anyway, without explanation. Still, those are the swings levels. We are coming into the swings. What do? We reject from them. It's a natural way of trading, right? This is your resistance. This is your resistance. Technically, this is as well your dead zone of liquidity, and I will show you later why. So, right, if we're gonna push through it right now, it might be a little bit easier to push through it, right? Because we had quite a move to it. We took the liquidity into it. We came back, and now we can do it again. But still, even then, right, we do this. We close anything above this, right? We go up, and then we still can go doing this. It's still possible to have a lower price action because there is always a pullback from gaining or breaking anything or taking the liquidity. Always. It always happens. Right? So right now we are facing to the swing levels of previous highs and previous swings. To break that, we really need to go above it. And then we have the 90K. But then eventually from the 90K, we have the bigger short because the resistance of this one is really high. right? If you see it over here, the 91K land. This didn't been touched in month 2, I guess, almost, no, a month, a little bit longer. So then you're gonna have a quite big aggressive move or pullback or whatever from it, I want to call it. But that's the whole thing what you look for it, right? Yeah, it's still stacking a lot of liquidity over here, and we need to grab it one way or another one. But there is still things to do on the way up, right? So we need to break the structure. We didn't do it. And when is it? That's the 87. Let me have a look. 87.1 level is the most important, right? Till then, we're gonna do this, grind into it, and then fail, right? That's possible as well. Or we literally gonna go sideways and farm some liquidity into it, grab it lower side, coming back over here, and then doing that. All possible. All. It's all on the table. So far, we didn't do any kind of... I mean, yeah, that swing over here broke the structure. So that's already one kind of significant move. Like, yeah, if we're gonna fail over here, then we will go lower, right? Just because that was your high. There was your previous low, right? This you high, or technically higher high, what you created over here. And then this your new lower low. So yeah, you form some kind of structure to the downside. Well, let's see how we're gonna play that. We just opened new 4 hours, so we still have really plenty room to run. And of course, our lovely Paul is gonna speak today. So volatility it is. And we had that as well, right? We had the volatility over here, and look what happened. Even with that volatility over here, we went with the wick higher, but did we broke anything? Let me switch off the... did we broke anything with this move, guys? This move, what did we do over here, technically? We didn't do shit, to be honest with you. Because this was the previous low structure of the swing, of the range, right? We went into it. We went literally to the almost to the high top of that range. That's really significant and really magnificent, actually, what they pull off. But where did we close? We closed over here, lower than we went even, right? Did it broke this structure? Not even by a chance. So what happened afterwards? And yes, you can say whatever you want to say about this, that it's Trump, whatever, volatility, I don't give a shit. But even then, realize people, like, no matter what kind of news it is, how much volatility it is, structure and price action still matter, because the closes matter on it. And I don't give a shit about the news or whatever. Literally, I'm the last one who cares about it. And even if I'm listening to it, I don't give a shit what they say. Because charts will show you the real price action and the real move, what you need to follow. And this was really significant. It was not the first one. We had that so many times. Look at this. This was as well something with Trump doing. I have no clue. But look how aggressive it was. It was one of the fucking aggressive moves from the top to the upside. 21% move. What did we do? We didn't do shit. Right? Makes sense? And the rest of it as well. Like, I'm not gonna go by again, but still. News doesn't matter. Fucking throw that away. That's so fucking overrated, and people are so blindsided by it. You can't even imagine. But I'm not gonna try to change any people anymore. So yeah, by that means, doesn't matter what kind of news, we still, like I said, we can do this. Like, go up, wick it, and come back and close it somewhere over here even. When we're gonna have that, boy, oh boy, we go lower. Right? Wicks are matter only for the price action where we go, if the matter of the high or lows, whatever. But the most and only most important thing ever on the charts are for our closes. There is nothing else more significant than that. Fight me about it. So, by that said, we still are trying to go higher. If so not, fail. And let me help myself with our favorite stupefibs. If people don't believe me, just pull the stupefibs into it. And there we have it, your resistant pocket, right? Hit that. There is definitely a short opportunity. Definitely. Why? Because we broke the structure. If you know the structure, this is your previous low. What do? We create a new low, lower than this structure, right? There was your high. There you have it. So that's the structure. That's how it broke. And that's what's continue of the structure. Going now lower, then that only shows you how weak the whole move is, that it doesn't even can come close into the resistant area. That happens as well quite a lot. And I will show you where you can see it as the best. And that's like, for me, I was saying to Stu, like, this is going crazy and ballistic, because people was waiting for this move, right? Sorry, maybe let's say like this. People was waiting for the 91K, right? And look how the market was weak. We went up and we didn't even reach it. Not even twice. That shows you the weakness already. If you cannot reach your resistance or your support, it's weak as fuck, or strong. Depends how you look at it. Keep that in mind, because that says as well a lot of market. I was saying already, I was shorting this whole move. This whole move. It's, to be honest, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not bragging or something. I short this fucking top of it, because I was mentoring a student, and at the same time I said I'm going to take that shot because we're not going to go higher. And you can see that in the books, you can see that in liquidity, what we took. Yeah, you cannot see that anymore, but it's been there, right? If you see those kind of little things, it will make more sense in you, and it will click. And that's the whole thing about it. It's just to recognize the weakness in the market. And yes, guys, I understand there is a lot of hopium, there is a lot of exposed and whatever, and everybody's talking about the up only. But who give a shit about that? What everybody else is saying on the internet, when the chart's showing you something else, right? I really wish that the one day it will come that people are focusing more on the charts than on fucking platform as X or whatever they're looking at, or listening even to that orange fucking circus guy, what he's doing. Because this is the only thing what's telling you the truth, what's happening right now. And if you want to predict any kind of future, then go ahead and become a future teller, because that's no point to doing that over here, because we are traders, we are not future tellers. And who cares if you cut the lowest low or the highest high, or you cut the whole move? Who cares about it? Did you make profit? Did you take profit? Did you pay yourself? That's what matters. Are you happy with it, what you're doing? And are you doing good to make money from it and live from it? If that's correct, then everybody should be happy about it. There is no need to prove anything. There is no need to fucking be cocky about it. There is no need to be the best in catching the knife or whatever. Nobody give a shit about that. I'm telling you in all honesty, literally. Do you see me sharing any profits? I don't care if people are seeing that or not. I don't need to prove anything. If you don't believe me, then you don't need to believe me. I'm doing my shit and I'm living from it. That's all what I need to say. Right? And that's why I wish that everybody will do. Focusing on the local price action. Focusing what's in front of you. This is in front of you. This is the only what you need to focus. Those fucking bars and wicks and whatever. That's all. Recognize it. Make it your own Bible. Read it, see it, trade it. And boy, oh boy, you're gonna be fucking profitable in a quick second. If you realize that. And I don't know if you notice it, but I didn't switch any indicator yet on. And yes, I know it's weird because I'm a MDX member and I'm one of the part of the team. I'm already here for years with them. But still, what I want to show you, the basic of the basics of the basics of trading. What even the most profitable and the most gurus and the most best traders ever forget about it. Because they're focusing a little bit too much on the indicators. And yes, it's good. And they are fucking amazing what we have, and they are really good. I helped them to build them as well. But the thing is, you don't need much to understand trading to be profitable, right? Everything what's coming next to it, next to your strategy, next to your basics, next to your structure, next to your price action, the only thing that matters, it's just a confluence and confirmation. Indicators should tell you that you are right, what you are thinking and what you are seeing. And that's only to make it easier to pull the trigger. It's not vice versa, that the indicator is showing you what you need to do. Because imagine there's gonna be maybe a day, I don't know, in the future, that the indicator is not gonna be here. So what you're gonna do? You're not gonna trade because you don't have the indicator for it? That's a little bit sad. If you cannot do it without it, right? And that shouldn't be. You should be confident enough in your own feeling, if you own trading, if you own style, knowledge, practice, and experience to trade this without anybody else telling you to do something about it, or indicator, or whatever. That's the whole thing. There is nothing else that matters much more than this. Technically, and I make fun as well of my students, because what I like to do, why I cannot, okay, weird, I cannot put settings on. Trading view it's not working. Hello? Respawn, please. No? You're not working anymore? Okay. I cannot. No, weird. Okay, anyway, what I want to show you was that I don't need wicks even. I would like to trade only the bodies, because that's the only thing what matters. Wicks are fine, yeah, they're showing the price when it went high, wow. But what matters? Bodies. The body matters only. That's all. Right? So that's the whole thing. There is not much to say about it. If you are confident enough, if you trade it, if you make it your own Bible, if you do it the price action to the T, swing points, structure-wise, that's all what you need. Because that's the basic. They did that 100 years ago when the fucking trading became in the first day. That's what they did. And they always did that. That's the backbone. That's the most tradable, not really strategy, but it's more tradable textbook ever. And there's a reason why. Because they did it back in the days without the indicators, before the indicators even. So why not doing it still? And the indicator still, it's same as the news. It's lacking. Milliseconds or even that, but still they are lacking information. What comes first ever on the charts? What's gonna pop up as first in the chart? Price action. There's nothing else that is quicker and it's getting before the price action. Nothing else. So, I'm sorry for ranting around it. Anyway, like I said, that's the whole situation on the Bitcoin. Those been the swing levels, still important. I want to have a look on the predictions, what we did on a Sunday. There you go. Like I said, on Sunday as well. Renting is good. Yeah, I know it's good, but I feel sometimes that I'm like a broken record. And if you say, and that's as well a thing what I want to mention, guys. This is what I'm gonna say right now. It's connected to Trump. If you're gonna repeat the same thing over and over again, people are not gonna interested in it because they lose faith in it and they lose interest on it because you're only talking and you're not showing. That's what I don't like. Sometimes I rant too much. Can I say we broke the trend line on the 4 hour? I will come back to that one because I start with it. I will come back on it. I know they need, and sometimes I really need to be not aggressive, but a little bit like harsh to realize for some people to do something or to forget about things that they like doing or doing wrong, on intentional even doing, right? And it's happened to me as well. Like, I'm not a perfect guy as well. I'm sorry, but I do some things unintentional as well. But I catch myself and I remind myself, like, fucking hell, why I'm doing this? You know, fuck that shit. Let's go back what I was doing before. So it happened to me as well. Anyway, that's just a reminder. And like I said, on Sunday, what did we predict? Kind of is what's going to happen. It was always both ways. If you go higher, so that's the 90K level, that's a resistance on it. What you want expecting from it, it's a bounce back from it. And then you will have like a higher low somewhere over here and you have a continuation to the upside. Still didn't broke anything. Right now, we still in the phase first of it. We came into resistance and there is a dead zone. But the dead zone, I mean, I need to be specific on it. See, they start adding any liquidity on it just because we are ranging over here. We come close to it, they start adding in the liquidity, but before that, there was nothing on it. If there is nothing on it, like a pocket of nothing, it's a dead zone. Always and always from the dead zone, you have a bounce back. Always. Because there is nothing else to grab from it. So there is no need to go higher, right? So remember that. That's why I always put it in the chart. And that's what you get, right? Right now, we got perfect resistance entry in it. We came into it. And like I said, they left like seriously like bullshitting us with 100x liquidity. They couldn't take that even. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's really playing with us, right? They want to show us that they come back from it. Maybe, maybe not. And right now, you see, we have another 100, another 100. So take one of those, right? And you have something like that. And how does that fit? Quite perfectly, right? Into the pocket. See, one confluence, another one. And that's how you should play it, right? And right now, that's what I'm looking as well. Like, there are two ways. Like I said, this area, what I'm looking at it, I hope it's gonna hold. I don't know, let's see. But then if not, there is still bigger one support below us. And this is kind of the chart what I'm looking at right now. There is not much to say, just because not much happened. Yeah, we had a significant move. I don't like this move. This is way too organized and way too structured. And this is way too perfect. Nothing is perfect in the world. And if you're gonna be a little bit in the trading and you're gonna see this, you're gonna know that the bots did hard job to keep that price action way too perfect in a straight line. Anyway, forget about that. So that's why I said it's hold artificial price action for me. So it's nothing to do with market make. It's nothing to do with the market. Significant, not with economics. It's just been hold just to see what's gonna happen and if you're gonna can break it or not. If this is not gonna break, then yeah, we're gonna fuck around over here or we go lower. So that's really break it or make it point of view right now. And like I said, this is still on place, guys. There's nothing changed. Nothing changed on the 4 hour, nothing changed on the daily, nothing changed on the monthly, weekly. Still, that higher time frame, it's still in place. How do I identify the dead zone? It's really easy. You switch on the liquidation indicator, right? You have those lines. And don't look at those lines because those lines been at when we've been over here. But before you see this pocket of nothing, it's like a whole pocket of nothing. This is a dead zone. There is nothing in it, right? This is always, if you speak about dead zone, we mean this. This is that dead zone. There is nothing, no liquidity in it, as in on our indicator. That's what we mean. It's a dead zone. Come into that pocket. It's always a bounce back from it because there is nothing to grab. Come close to it like we did over here. You see, they start to add it. So they fill up the dead zone pocket. Now that pocket is smaller, right? So this is the pocket right now. Like I said, if you're gonna range it, come close to it again, what they're gonna do? They're gonna fill it. And we're gonna go bounce back. And then see if we're gonna fail, we're gonna go lower. Why they do it? Because it's easier way back on it, right? Filling up the gaps. Because if you have gaps, you will bounce back from it eventually. So that's the reason why they do it and how they do it. This is the dead zone. Always remember, it plays quite significant. I don't know if I can go back in times, but anyway, yeah. If you see that, that's a significant dead zone, and that's created because of the wick. The wick took out all of the liquidity, and it was aggressive move down, so they couldn't fill it, and they left a lot of orders behind, and that's how you created that zone. Okay, makes sense. How do you unify That's okay. Thanks to access, bro. People need to hear you. Hype. Yeah, I will go by hype. Sorry, Mass. I will take care of that one. Let's go one before trend line on 4 hour. What do you mean by that trend line? What kind of trend line? This trend line? I have no clue. Man. That's the last thing what I'm doing is trend line. This trend line, because there is one on the. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is not one, but I don't like this shit at all. This trend line, if you mean this one, or sorry, actually it is this, then no, we didn't broke it yet. By any kind of case, okay, forget about this, if this is the 4 hour not. In any kind of case, if someone is trending from trend lines, please stop. If not, then fine. Then it's one rule, right? You go up from it, so you break the move up, but now it's not only the move up who's breaking it, you need to retest it. And you retest like this, and you have a continuation, that's you change in a trend line. Then yes, I will agree with that. But only going up from it, because, for example, we did it as well, and people was like already over here, was fighting me, if that we broke out from it. But I said like, yeah, but it's just a wick into it. We didn't break anything because we didn't close anything. By breaking something, you need to close or above it or below it. Depends in which way you are breaking it. That's the breakage. Going through it doesn't mean anything. You mean this 4 hour like that? Or I have no clue which one you have, because I literally don't trade trend lines or whatever. It's I don't feel even if I'm saying that, it's already make me sick. Oh no, that doesn't matter. No, if you meant that trend line, that higher time trend line on 4 hour like this, doesn't mean nothing, because still the thing what you want to see, and if you're gonna use that one, that I mean, by all means, fine. You need to see this. You need to see trading above that trend line, not below or inside of it. I have no clue how people they do that, but anyway. That this doesn't mean nothing. This is nothing. Doesn't make sense at all. Let's delete that before Viking's gonna see that and he's gonna kick me out of the team. So one more thing. Yeah, I went through the levels. I went to the predictions, what we said, and yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So before I'm gonna switch off from the Bitcoin, going carry on to the alts, because I need to check something on the alts as well. Guys, like I said, most important thing, keep in mind, this is the 4 hour structure what you need to break. This is the most important key. Remember that. Come up, close everything above it. That's all fine. We will have a pullback afterwards. Remember that. It's going to be a pullback, and then we have a continuation, finally to the upside, right? Then the lower time frame locally, this is your high, this is your low. Trade inside this pocket, you have a range, right? Doesn't matter how. Fail this, you go lower. Gain this, you go higher. Easy as that. Please remember that. There is nothing else to say about it. This is your level that you need to care about it. If you go lower, there is nothing in between. That's all. Is this clear, guys? Does everybody understand that? What to do and how to look at it right now? What's the point of view? Because I know that people get caught up in the price action, especially after this move. People are a little bit too bullish, especially because they read a little bit too much on X. A little bit too bullish, and you need to zoom out. Especially as well, like, I don't care if it's 1 hour or whatever, zoom out to 4 hour and see what did we do. Ask yourself that question. You need to ask shitloads of times when you trade. What did we do? What did price action did? Did we break something? Yes or no? What did we break? We broke the downside of this move. Okay, so we broke to the downside. What do we need to do? Come back, maybe retest the swing, and then what's gonna happen? Failure, and you go lower, right? But what's the invalidation? You need to know your invalidations levels. Your invalidation level, first thing first, it's 68, 85.6, and then the next one, the biggest one, the most important one, it's 86.9. Till that time, nothing change. You just play the way how the price action goes, and that's all. You don't need to worry about 120x, 100x, 90k, or 60k, 65. It doesn't fucking matter. Please stay focused on the local price action. Zoom out if it's necessary, because it's really helpful. If you are stuck in this price action, you can overlook the bigger picture. And it's easy to do that, believe me. It's really easy to do that, right? Zoom out, just click 4 hour. What did we do? Did we do anything? Oh yeah, that's a good one. And especially guys, really especially about that, put some indicators, some alerts on this line. Put the alert on it. If you don't want to look at the charts, why don't I have the pop-ups? The fuck is this? Wait, I need to close my trading view for a second. I don't get the pop-ups from the indicators and from the settings. For bullshit. Now, Jesus. So, you have that line, right click, add alert, put it in, breakout to the upside, BTC, create, and you know, do it the same to the lower side, right? Do it here, breakout to the downside, walk away, and be notified. You don't need to spend the whole time in front of the charts. There's no need for it. There are better things to do in life than spending the time on the charts constantly. Okay, I don't know how can I pronounce your name? Tyler Kuhn? I'm gonna say Tyler. I don't know. Anyway, Taylor. Yeah, okay, cool. What I wanna say before, because my trading view broke, this is the most important thing. This is the most important. You can go more simplified than that. It's not possible. This is the most important. There is nothing else. Bodies count. Wicks, I don't give a shit about that. Yes, price can go higher. Yes, that's fine. But wicks are grabbing the liquidity and coming back, and the close matters. Always. Every single level, every single line, level, whatever, you put it on the body only. The only thing what you use wicks, the wicks from is pulling things as fips. Why? Because the price action been there. That's the only thing. The rest, only bodies. Oh, look at that. We have a speaker today. You know you need to sing a song, right? If you come up to the stage. Oh, fuck. Because I closed my trading view. Boy, oh boy, this trading view, seriously, it's killing me. Okay. It's going to be on the recording as well, but I'm going to repeat myself. I'm sorry. So, to coming back, Tyler, to your question, what I just showed you a couple of seconds ago, this is the most important. Bodies. Bodies are the most important things. Wicks, I don't give a shit. If I will be able, I do that, I would trade only that. I don't need wicks. Just because wicks are bullshitting you, because they are going higher to grab the liquidity, and by wicks, you can get confused about the price action. It's just noise. Wicks are just noise. Because it doesn't matter if you go higher than that. What matters is the close. Always and only, right? The wicks are there only for pulling fips. Because you need to have the higher price action and the lower price action. That's the only thing what you need wicks for it. There is nothing else. What you need wicks for it. There isn't. There is no significant thing what you can say like, yeah, I need wicks for something. No, there isn't. They are. That's the price action. Yeah, I mean, when the candle is built, right? If the candle opens right here, yeah, your body is your wicks. We go right now, when you zoom into it, right? You form the candle with the body, right? So yeah, the open candle, it's important because you create the body with the body, the wick. So when you open it up, then yeah, candles go back, but then the retrace of the body and the close of it matters. That's the most important. The wicks are there like, yeah, price action went there and there. That's only and that. You don't need nothing else on the wicks. Yeah, to pull the fibs from it or whatever. That's the only thing. But the bodies are mattered, and only all of the levels doesn't. I don't give a shit what you write down or which levels you set. It's only body. Why? Because that's your volume, that's your price action, that's everything what you need to know is inside the body. That's the most important thing. There is nothing else important than that. Make sense? To draw 4 out levels without wicks. Do you do for entries within the wicks? Do you think within those wicks using small times or frames? Yeah, I mean, okay, when you go to the lower time frame, let's grab you know what? Oh, fuck it. Let's grab this price section. So this price section, right? Let me make clear that it's gonna be here. So this price section, right? So 4 hour, you have. Let me start again. Over here, you have a wick, right? This is the wick on the 4 hour, right? And this is as well a wick. That's on 4 hour. But on the lower time frame, that's different. Why? Because that can be a body, right? Or it can be, yeah, it's gonna be over here somewhere, right? It's different formation on the 4 hour, for 1 minute, right? So for example, if you're gonna go for 4 hour and you come back on 1 hour, so what you can do, I mean, you lose this, you come back, and this, right, this stop can be your stop loss, 0.5, right? So on the 4 hour, that's gonna be your wick, yes, right? That's gonna be your wick, inside the wick. But then on the 1 minute, it's the body and the whole different structure, because it's 1 minute, it's differently than 4 hour, right? But you can use it. I'm going on 1 minute always to find my entry, especially my lowest risk and reward management, right? Because 0.5, that's nothing. And look what kind of trade you could have, right? Boy, I will give you, okay, I don't like to brag and I don't want to talk about it. This, even better, this one, and it's not laddered in, this is my entry. Just going by 1 minute. And it's not that I'm scalper or something, but I just love finalize it like this. And especially then, still, kurwa, trading view. This was my risk reward, 0.10. I took that failure on literally on 1 minute. You can go deeper. If you understand the structure and how it forms, you can pull off this kind of shit easily. And even then, if you are not comfortable with it, like, come on, like, if you take this, 0.5, what the fuck is 0.5? Nothing, right? Like, come on, look at that. Bang on. Always, like, 4 hours is the key to see the formation, like, and then you go to 1 minute or 5 minutes or 3 minutes, whatever, to finalize, to deep dive inside and find your lowest risk reward to it, to get it more nice and tight. But that's the next step when you're gonna be like more advanced in the trading and you're gonna be more comfortable into it, to finalize your own strategy. So you can't really get a good entry. No, you can. I mean, it's all depends about your risk and risk management. It doesn't. I don't say that you need to go to 1 minute. It's helpful to go to finalize smaller risk rewards, right? But still, I mean, if you are like risky enough, I mean, risky enough. It's not risky enough. If you risk and management is still fine, you still can do this on 4 hour. Like, guys, don't get me wrong. If you don't want to go on 1 minute, fine. Just do this. Ladder in, right? So you put one somewhere over here, stop loss over here, then another one somewhere over here, and you're gonna average your price, right? And then another one's maybe somewhere over here, right? And then maybe one more. So you start with 1.6, but then the next one's going to 1.2. 0.8. So you risk reward, risk reward, risk management. It's getting tighter if you ladder in, right? So you have one entry over here, one here, one here, and then one maybe over here to tie it up a little bit, and that's it. You can do that. You don't need to go 1 minute. There's multiple ways when you can have an entry. I had a stream about it as well, a couple streams back. So yeah, there's multiple things that you can do with it. But like I said, if I'm getting boring of normal stuff, so I'm fucking up my brain, and I want to finalize as much as possible and as tight as possible stop loss, just to play a game with myself. It's just to keep myself busy and that kind of thing. So don't get my whole thing. Box out the area in a stew zone on the far, then zoom into the 5 minutes to look for the higher point with that zone to entry. For a high point within that zone, not the high, but the break of the structure. So you need this. For example, if this was the previous structure, right? Right. Zoom in. He came here. Yeah, right. He came. The first touch was over here. This was the first touch of the swing. You pull the fib to the downside, right? You go down, 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 down. And yeah, I mean, you could get wigged out on that one. But if you ladder in, right, you have one here. Is that the right one? Yeah. Here, then here, and then one more here with like a little bit higher, because still you are in the fib. So you need to imagine that we still can go higher, right? You could catch that, but even then you can get wigged out on the 1 minute, right? But then you need to get another one and see how that plays out. See, you get another one, it's go higher. So that's why I said 1 minute doesn't play out always like with entries. Wait, what the fuck happens? Oh, but then if you ladder in into it, that's differently, because you have one entry here, one here, one here, and one here. You see, you didn't get even stopped out because this is your invalidation. Zoom into 15 to look for a higher point within that zone to enter for taking a short or fine. Yeah, so that's the whole idea about it, how it works. So yeah, okay, like I said, I hope this makes sense. And let's see how that's gonna play out. I really need to go buy some things, what my students been asking. So let's get over to some injective, my favorite one. Yeah, so looking at the injective, right? Technically, this you high, this you low, this you high, low, right? Sorry, lower high. Whoa, I'm a bit dizzy. Lower high. What did we do? Quite nothing as well, because this been your structure. This is your structure to the upside. The only thing what we did is fail this. Ondo. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look on the Ondo in a second. We did this. So, yeah. Next level. Yeah, then fuck it, that's gonna be that. It's grind to the downside. I would like that. Grind, 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 and then fucking pull it up. That would be nice. So yeah, that's the only thing what I'm seeing right now. You failed to gain higher, and let's see how we're gonna carry on to that one. If so not, just because we broke this structure already, we still potentially can go higher and fail at this level. To have something like this. It's still on the table, yeah. So yeah. I can be quick about that one because it's also, you don't need to look at that so significant about that. This is more juicy stuff that I want to see. And oh boy, I'm heavy on that one. injective. Surprisingly, we went lower than I suggested, but anyway, $9. But the first question what you need to ask, what did we do? Like always, we didn't do shit. We didn't even come close to gain this high, right? Not yet, but we didn't do it. What do we do now? We came up quite aggressively, right? We came up. That was really, really aggressive move. I seriously thought we were gonna go to $20, but we didn't. The next move, what did we do? We broke the lower time structure, right over here. We broke the lower time. We came up. What did we do? Again, nothing. Next leg up, down. What did we do? Now we start to break the whole fucking significant structure to the downside. And now it's this level or this level. One of those two, it still can be hit. Technically, if not, then you have the next one, barely got touched. And what I'm literally thinking about in hype, to be honest, I'm really thinking about those two levels. I guess this is Q2. Yeah, around that. And then the whole structure to the downside. The thing is, hype never retests the previous weekly. We went quite aggressive to the upside and we never did a retest on that one. And that's quite special actually, and quite aggressive move, and it's good, but still there is a chance that we're gonna do this or this. And if not, I don't think so that we will go lower, even if we didn't break anything to the upside on a high time frame, because hype, it's one of the powerful coin right now on the market who really don't give a shit about any kind of structure, and they can hold the price action how they want. So even if the markets go down, they still can hold price action. They have the money for it and resource. So that's why I'm hoping those two levels still, in my opinion. Right now we are failing, so it is what it is. Gain this, then we really need to gain 17.1 and we have a continuation. But so far we did fail really significant high time frame structure. So let's see. And it's overdue as well for a correction. I want to have a look. Yeah, Solana, one of the fucking good ones. We had a kind of a gain of midpoint of the swing. So let's see how that's gonna carry on. Technically, it's still potential to go higher. But then still, same issue with everyone else, right? You are really in the resistance. You can see that already. So three times we came into it. So let's see how that's gonna hold. And we broke the structure over here. So then this structure can easily be changed into this as well. Same like on all of the coins, right? Why? You broke this, right? This you low. And maybe this. So yeah. Ondo. Doesn't matter the exchange. Oh, I was looking at it. It seems like yeah, I didn't do it quite. What I was pointing out. Do I have something else? I just delete everything. Let's go over it. I mean, it's same thing, like on all of the coins, only Ondo did it quite more aggressively. I will have a look on Filecoin. I was trading it actually, to be honest. Same old thing, like this is your previous swing, this is your low, and even we had this kind of aggressive move, right? Still continuation, and what do? Still nothing. And right now, right, we didn't gain this, we failed it. Now we failed this whole structure, right? On 4 hour, you came up, and again you fail this structure. So what you're doing is right now you have continuation to the downside, if so not proven otherwise, right? So that's the whole thing with it. Like if you see the whole structure, you realize how it looks like. And right now, what you can do as well, it's the bigger move, right? So the bigger short, what you're gonna have, it might be even something like this to go and test this because it's been tested and you have a fair value gap, what you didn't even fill up when you went up. So this still can plays out, right? To test the previous lows. So yeah. I'm wondering how that's gonna do. So far, it's looked a little bit more ugly than the rest of the charts, but let's see. It can recover yet. Fart coin. Do I have it on the list? I don't think so. Farty, farty, farty. Yeah, Fartcoin is quite fucking aggressive. This one is really ballistic, like what it's doing right now. It looks like it's gonna pop up, right? We still have some resistance over here, right? That's the first thing what you see. Was a stop in between going down, so that's kind of resistant. So this formation looks quite strong. We're holding it so far. So what do we have right now is this U high, this U higher close of it, right? So this you need to gain to go higher, first thing first. And then the next one, you hold the previous low. So technically, Fartcoin is a little bit more in the upside formation than downside, right? Just because of how we form the structure on the range. But that doesn't mean it still can go, of course, lower, right? It still can go fail that. You need to gain this 0.93 to go higher, right? And then, yeah, of course, when it's the next stop, I mean, I would suggest going by the history of it, that this and this is your next stop or any kind of pullback or reaction from it, what you can see. So those are the levels what you need to watch for it and look out for it, especially because there is not much liquidity left behind. On top of it, there's shitloads to the lower side. So if you grab that, then you have a really, really fucking big ass jumping trampoline from it. Because eventually what you look, breaking out this, what you look from is kind of this formation for a really big move to the upside, right? Right, because Fartcoin gained previous structure twice, 3 times even, so it's strong, but it still can have any pullback. It's all possible, right? Makes sense? So yeah, those are the levels what you need to watch out for, what I point out right now. And let's see how that's gonna play out. I'm wondering as well, because I'm trying to catch something on it. All right. I hope that's the ticker, P12? Or is there any short ticker from it? I think so. Okay, that's it. All right, cool. Now, all right, then the first thing what you want to measure from is... Oh, fuck, even they didn't do that. Yeah, that one is quite tricky, and I can imagine that it's trapping people a lot because of this. This wick, right? If you have this kind of wick formation, you come back and you start grinding up, right? It's this is a trap as fuck because you grab all of the liquidity from here, you came down and still pushing the price up. It means the late shorts want to be filled. And what did they do? They technically sneaky close above the structure, right? Because it's been closed above, but it's sneak close. They went up and then continued to the downside, right? So they didn't fill correctly everything and they run it up, fill the wick, fill the leftovers of the liquidity. There you have it. Like you can make this up. Like it's so to the fucking textbook to the T, like whatever. So yeah, you failed that. What you do afterwards? This you low from this structure. You create a new low. What do? Again, resistance, right? You came in, you failed that. What do you do again? There's a new low from this section. This you lower high. What's next? You can play this like over and over, guys. Like do the T. If so, not. If this is gonna be a continuation, then definitely you go for the next lower swing. What's been not tested, and that's this one. That's your previous low. Fail this, then this is not gonna hold you because that's been already tested. Then you go lower. That's all. Make sense? There's not much to say. Break out of 0.6, then next, and that's the nice ones. If there's gonna be possibility to break out from 0.60, then the next one is over here. This is your next stop and any kind of activity on it. Why? Because it's been an end pattern on the way down. Always when you see on the higher time frame, price action going down, and then 1 or 2 candles red or green, and a continuation, right? This is your end pattern. That means that's the first, like over here as well, over here, the first positive move to the upwards but failed, and a continuation to the downside. You always gonna have a reaction from it when you're gonna go again to it. Always. This is your resistance. See it as a resistance always. Right? See this as a resistance always in this kind of pattern. Always. So that's gonna be your next stop, move, or either like you're gonna go do something like this, right? Come back and then continue. So yeah. Yeah, boy, oh boy, that was I talk so much, I forgot constantly to drink even. Sometimes I think I really talk too much. Let me have a look what's going on over here. Yeah, so on the sides of Trading LITE, the bids are still there. Yeah, they're holding the price action. I guess they're gonna hold it till that fucker of Fed or Jeremy Powell, Paul, that he's gonna speak and see what he's gonna say about it. So far we're going into the resistance or lower time frame, and let's see how we're gonna hold that. There's not much to say about it, guys. That's all what you want to see. And let's have a look on the indicators because we didn't have this time to look at it. And right now, like, yeah, we still can go higher, of course. There's no need to say of no, but look at the oscillator. The 1 hour is already like showing some weakness into it, showing like we might turn around, right? There is no significant change in it yet, but it looks like it's already like weakening. 4 hour, of course, still not, because that's 4 hour. And then maybe let's have a look on 10 minutes. What do we do on 10 minutes? That's already gonna be like quite overboard, I guess. Yeah, they're holding the price. They try to get as much as possible from it. Yeah, it's even divergent. So yeah, keep an eye on it and see what's happened. There's gonna be volatility, as really a lot, and quite heavy on it as well. So be careful with it. Don't trade it if you are too scared, and wait that it's gonna cool off. That's the best what you can do, right? And catch the move then. There's gonna be always another one, guys. Don't be scared and don't get like FOMO in, because there's no need for it. There are better things to do in life than get FOMO about some stupid candles. Be realistic, right? If not that one, then it's gonna be a next one. And it's always gonna be. And if not today, tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, it's gonna be after tomorrow. So there is no need to be FOMO, guys. Like, seriously. So yeah, looking at the indicators here, see, even, yeah, right now that one can start. If you go a little bit higher, you can start having a long signal, and that's gonna be a perfect counter trade if people are doing that. Just because We are way overbought. Not that one, that one. I know it's a lot. Yeah, see, we're gonna grab the 100 axis. Let's see how that's gonna play out. But yeah, so far, so good. Let's see, maybe we're gonna see some changes in it, maybe not. I don't know yet. This looks like a little bit too structured as well, a little bit way too round bottoming, a little bit too perfect what they did. And let's see if we're gonna see any weakness into the market charts. Volatility, it's gonna be there. Like you cannot deny there's gonna be volatility because everybody's talking right now about not only about tariffs, not only about Trump, Paul, everything what's going on in the world, right? So you cannot deny that. So that's why if you're not comfy about that, then wait it out or trade Asia. Like if you can trade Asia market, because Asia is fucking boring as fuck. They never do something special about it. And they don't have balls to do it yet. And maybe they don't have the funds they need for it. I don't know. I don't care. But it is what it is. Wait it out. See what the volatility is going to be. Power speaking, I guess. I have no clue if it's now or in 1 hour. I don't care. But I hear something that he's going to speak about today. If somebody from US can confirm it, be my guest. But no clue about that. And I don't care. So far, yeah, let's have a look. How we're gonna go inside the resistance now, and yeah, till we're gonna break out, close anything above the 86, all fine. Happy to take some longs, finally some bigger longs and some decent profits on it, instead only shorting. But till that, nothing else to say, then only keep an eye on the local price action and stay away from the volatility, right? Anything else, guys? Anything else when you want to see? Take care, or he's talking. Also in 30 minutes then. You lost sound. I hope, guys, you hear me because I was ranting quite a lot about it, and I think the recording is on, so that's all fine. If not, then you can rewatch it. I'm sorry. Then it's the Discord issue, like always. Yeah, you see, sound is fine. Yeah. All good, all good. So yeah, we are getting into the resistance. See what be. If you're gonna play the range, if you're gonna fail, if you're gonna gain, awesome, cool. If not, then so be it. Oh yeah, there are plenty ways to do that, to trade out, and to be profitable, guys. Don't stress it, don't push it, don't get over the head, don't overcomplicate. Especially, please don't overcomplicate things because there is no need for it. Keep it as simple as possible, and keep it as peaceful for yourself. Why stressing it? Why pushing it? Life is already hard enough for us, guys. Keep it as it is. Trade it. Take the money. Be happy. Take your profits. That's all what I want to say. Like, if so, please let me know. If you really struggle with something, if you want like inside information from us, or like deep dive into something, let us know. Let us really know. Talk to us and DM us, speak to us, message us, or like DM us, whatever. We are here. Sometimes I feel like we just catching some dust because people don't want our opinion or don't want our help in anything, or scared to ask even, I don't know. But that's not the deal. We are here to help you guys, especially with trading, especially to be profitable, and especially to make money. And there are 100 million ways to doing that, especially on our service. On plenty ways you can do it. It depends what you like and what you want. So yeah, I guess that's all from me so far. I think I don't have anything to go by. If you guys have something to talk about, to look at it, trade in it, then I will be fine with it. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Appreciate you all that you've been here listening to me yapping around. You're welcome. You're welcome. And don't be scared to ask around, or to share things as well from your own perspective. We're always glad and we're always happy to listen to you guys, what you think. Because, I mean, we see only what, that sounds stupid, what we see, yeah, it's logically, but we are like in our echo chamber, right? We already like so far away with our own stuff that we don't really look at different things anymore, unfortunately. But that makes our as well blindsided, and maybe people have different opinions as well and different kind of way of looking at something, and like maybe even better. Like, be my guest, share it, that's why we are here as well with all of you guys, to share the things, what we trade, what we do, how we do it. That's trading is really lonely game, guys. Don't forget that. As a trader, you can become really lonely with your own, because it's only you and charts. And if you have a community when you can talk to each other, like for example, MDX community, boy, oh boy, make use of it. Make use of it. Take the knowledge, trade, help each other, but talk to each other, right? Because then you're not going to be lonely, first and foremost, and you will see that most of the people maybe see the same thing like you see. And like that, you will become more confident with yourself, and you will have some more confidence in your trading, right? Because, like I said, if you're going to become your own echo chamber, you don't know better than you know. And that's as well a struggle for some people, because they stuck in a place and they don't know how to move. And if you talk to people, then it's all fine. You will be more happy about it. Make usage of it. Take the chance and make usage of our servers as well, and as well from our server. Like, we really like, we overthink things for MDX. Like, we talk daily almost, like, okay, but how can we make, for example, that people are gonna be more involved with the whole community? We don't know that anymore. Like, we come up with so many things, with so many points, and with so many options for you guys, and still it's like a little bit quiet on that side. I'm not sure if people are scared, or they're like not really used to talk to people or to be involved with communities. I don't know, but we try to stimulate you guys to be more involved together, to become more as a group, and to look at the same point of views and learn from each other as well. It's not that you're learning from us as a mentors, it's as well that you're learning from each other. Make friends. It sounds stupid, I know. Make friends, become like trade buddies or whatever. Like, do stuff together, try to communicate with each other. Then you open up and you advance in your own trading as well, because you take more knowledge from each other. First thing first, you see more differently things, and maybe clearly and maybe easily, you don't know, and you learning more new things. And how fucking amazing is that, to learn something new, something better, something different, something more like advanced, or something like more, I don't know, sexy to trade. You never know. There is always something to see, something to learn, something to be knowledge about, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's my stupid point of view, I don't know. I'm weird, I know. I'm yapping around, but I just like want to stimulate you guys to be more open and reach out as well to us. And like mentoring as well, like, don't be scared about that. But you don't, guys, that's the whole thing, because we don't know how to show you guys what do we do with mentoring. But imagine that what we're doing right now on this session is like 100 times even more, because it's not even one-on-one, but it's, you get the recordings for yourself, you get your own teacher and in front of you, and you can go like buy everything what you want, like from 0 to 100. So it's always helpful. And don't forget, we don't do this for ourselves. We don't need to do that for ourselves. We always do that for you guys. So yeah. Poe speaking 10 minutes. Oh my god. I'm gonna run away. I don't wanna hear anything what he even says. So yeah, that's all I guess from me. And you know what? I might be a little bit later on the I don't know, on the voice chat. Kieran's gonna be here in 1 hour. Yeah, 9 o'clock my time. Oh no, it's gonna be in 2 hours even, almost. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit later. Okay, cool. That can be as well. So yeah, I hope it's all clear and all dandy with you guys. And yeah, I hope you're gonna trade better, trade often, and make it profitable and become better day by day. That's the whole point of it, you know. If you don't know anything, reach out. Don't be afraid. There are never, never, never stupid question, guys. Never. Forget about that. Very clear. I'm happy that you're learning a lot from me. I'm really happy. Glad to hear that. It does good. So yeah, happy to be here. And if you need anything, let me know, guys. Really, let me know. It's all about you. And we all do our best to keep in touch and to help everyone. So yeah, like I said, you know, watch those levels and see what we're gonna go from it. And so far, yeah, we're still going inside to the resistance area. And hopefully, who knows, we might break it out from it. Let's see. That's gonna be neat. That's gonna be nice. But there is always, always pullbacks, guys. Remember that. Don't jump the gun. Don't get too hyped. Don't get too bullish or too bullish. Don't get too side blinded by news or whatever, or a mega push or aggressive pushes or whatever. Forget about it, because really that's the biggest downfall of people. If you read something, you jump the gun, but then what's gonna happen? You have a pullback, and then you're fucked. Just wait. It's better to wait it out, not to be in a trade, than jump the gun. Believe me. So yeah, I think that's all, I guess, for today, and I will see you Sunday. Make sure, guys, you remember that it's gonna be an Easter weekend, so it's gonna be a little bit longer weekend as well for a couple days. So the market's gonna be a little bit quiet. Take your time to spend with family and with whatever you're gonna do. I'm gonna be here Sunday. I still gonna watch the weekly close on Sunday. It's still important for the Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if the market's not open. And then next to that, it's gonna be a quite big, I guess. Hope if not, let's see how the Bitcoin's gonna perform. CME gap. If we're gonna have a long weekend, because CME it's gonna be closed as well, longer. So that's gonna be as well funny to see and to watch. So remember that. Then there is holidays, and yeah, have fun, enjoy, touch some grass. Don't get too overcomplicated with things, and please keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. If doesn't work, step out, go outside, have a fresh air, come back, and rethink your position. Right? All good. We all make mistakes. Don't worry. The most important is to learn from it. That's the most important. Right? So, I wish all of you happy Easter. It's gonna be a little bit early, but I know. Have a good weekend, or end of the weekend. Enjoy. I will see you on the flip side, guys. Have a good one. Bye.